Champions again. Ole, ole. This one is for the Celtic fans all around the world. Some of us can't be there in Glasgow today. There are Celtic fans all around the world, so they need a medium to release their excitement to. And I, on the One Celtic Fans View, plan on giving you that today. Hail, hail. Let's make sure. Yeah, it's live. It's just catching up. Yes, they do need a medium all around the world for big up to the boys 67. Currently at work on the roof watching as the madness unfolds. Paul Baird is in the house also. Paul Baird is in the house also. Turn that down so I don't get too much feedback on myself. Right, I'm not expecting too many people to watch this, but hopefully people will watch it back. What a fantastic afternoon. It was all kicked off this afternoon by the one and only Chris Sutton, who decided to bring along Chris Boyd. Yes, he brought Chris Boyd to the party. He brought Chris Boyd to the party and made sure that Chris Boyd didn't feel left out. He didn't feel left out this afternoon at all, and Chris Boyd was along in the party, and you can see there Neil Lennon having a smile, and the one and only Chris Sutton bringing the fat man Boyd along for the party. Welcome to the party. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love, and a special thanks this afternoon goes out to the one and only Santa Claus. It goes out to the one and only Santa Claus who made a special appearance. Who did make a special appearance? But I want to first of all go through the headlines, the international headlines that are talking about Celtic Football Club this afternoon. Yes, well, thousands party in the centre of Glasgow. Millions, thousands around the world are thinking about Celtic and talking about Celtic this afternoon. I'm here to bring you the headlines live. Chris Sutton had a perfect send-up for Chris Boyd as celebrate the title is balls.ie. They're coming in with the headline. There was a party atmosphere today at Celtic Park. And on Saturday afternoon, Celtic celebrated their third successful Scottish Championship crown in a row. Yes, Celtic secured the title in style on Wednesday. In style, rocking up this afternoon with after a 5 fucking demolishing of Kilmarnock. Celtic rocked up and they found it tough at points this afternoon, but Louis fucking Palmer steps up at the end and makes sure that Celtic celebrates the win. Next up, Celtic Saints as Santa joins in Trophy Day celebrations is the Celtic website. Celtic then going to say it was a trophy day to remember at Paradise as Celtic signed off another title winning campaign and a 3-2 victory over St Mirren. There was emotional scenes as supporters paid tribute to Joe Hart. What the fucking display from the Green Brigade! Come on, you boys in green! Let's go! What a display from the Green Brigade celebrating Joe Hart, and then Joe Hart would does what Joe Hart does, and he almost gives the ball away for a goal. You can't make it up. But the day was not to be undone by that Joe Hart moment. And in terms of 90 minutes, Celtic started the game well. Stephen Welsh fucking did what Stephen Welsh does. He gets injured and taken off. See, Brendan Rodgers must have sent out a message to the board. Back me or this is the shite you have to watch next season. After just 10 minutes later, Matt O'Reilly levelled after, yes, they scored first, but Matt O'Reilly levelled. Kyogo in the box with the Japanese forward, bring the ball under control. Matt O'Reilly thrashed the ball into the net. Goal O'Reilly! He just added another 2 million on his transfer, although they miss O'Hara still. No, they didn't miss O'Hara because O'Hara scored a double for the Saints this afternoon. Anyway, Celtic went to win on. The possession was 73% possession for Celtic, 27% for St Mirren. And I'm going to see a big, famous St Mirren supporter tomorrow. And it'll be a lovely afternoon. He's a big, massive YouTuber. He's got about 70 odd thousand subscribers on his YouTube channel. So it'll be good to meet up with him tomorrow afternoon and we'll have a laugh as normal. Celtic had 12 shots on goal. St Mirren had 9. Celtic had 4 shots on target. St Mirren had 3. Celtic had 11 corners. St Mirren 3. Celtic had 7 fouls. St Mirren 9. Remember when that used to be the voice of the anyway, who fucking cares? Let's get on to France 24, how they are reporting the headlines in France. Retiring Hart thanks Celtic fans for making him feel special. Goalkeeper Joe Hart thanked the Glasgow Giant supporters for making him feel special following the final league appearance of his career on Saturday. Outgoing Joe Hart, yes, that has made France24.com, that has made the 37-year-old received a huge ovation from the Celtic faithful, being taken off in the 87th minute. I said Brendan Rodgers would take him off, and he did. Yes. Joe Hart, what a fucking man, and he almost fucked over Celtic. Hart's exit came and Lewis Palmer scored the winner from a 3-2 victory over St Mirren, says the one and only France 24. Going on around the world, yes, around the world, is next up is the irishnews.com. Irish News say Joe Hart feeling special and humble after the final game of the season at Celtic Park. Next, we get a bit closer to home. And have you expected the Scottish fucking media goes, Santa gets redemption with Trophy Day presentation at Celtic Park? Oh. And then the song. Oh. Merry Christmas. Fuck the hounds. The snow is falling all around us. Children playing, having fun. It's the season for love and understanding. Merry Christmas. Fuck the odds. It was absolutely fantastic by Celtic. Absolutely fantastic. There is a club like no other in the one and only Celtic FC. There is one only club like this in the world, and it is the mighty Glasgow Celtic. What a fucking end to the game that was. The Green Brigade Tiffle, we'll get into the comments in a second. Right. And then we jump on to, right, where are we? We're on Sky News. Sky Sports report the news as is. Celtic lift Premiership trophy, but why is Santa delivering it? It's the headline. Next up is RTE News. Palmer late winner seals Celtic title celebration. Could you believe that Louis Palmer's on the back end of the box? Waited to tap. I'm looking for Adam Ida and it's not. Oh, it's Louis Palmer. Where was Adam Ida? It was meant to be Adam Ida on the back post. It was Louis Palmer that was there. Oh, the cries, the joy, the fantasticness of it all has been absolutely too much for people to take this afternoon. And then one of the next things is TalkSport. TalkSport says Joe Hart cuts an emotional figure as incredible send-off at Celtic Park ahead of his retirement. Joe Hart left the field of play this afternoon with the one and only Scott Bain. As predicted by myself, Scott Bain would enter the field of play, and Joe Hart took what would be the longest time for a substitute. In all seriousness, it was a fucking fantastic send-off for Joe Hart. From the minute that the second half started, the Green Brigades put up their display for Joe, Super Joe, and that iconic of Joe Hart raising his fist and his glove above the Celtic Park fans, there was only one way for it to end, and that was for Joe Hart to come off on about the 85th minute and get the love from the Celtic fans. The only way that Celtic fans can appreciate players. The only team you can go to you can lead, you can come to Celtic and you can achieve greatness. You can come to Celtic and you can achieve greatness, and you could think that you can go into bigger things. But as Ange Postecoglou found out this week, sometimes you can go on to what you may think is financially better things. But even Ange Postecoglou said that he watched the Celtic game at Kilmarnock midweek, and he knew exactly how Brendan would feel, and he knew how the players would feel. And those emotions are emotions that would never leave him as a manager. And it was iconic that it would be on the same week that Ange Postecoglou felt probably the worst feelings that he's ever felt as a football manager in 26 years of being in the profession that he's in. It says a lot to the Celtic supporters, to you that are watching this video right now. You are one of those special, special people around the world that at the end of the game probably shed a tear. There was a few guys, including myself, and I was sat in the corner of the bar so nobody could see me, who would shed a tear because they know that emotion. They know the emotion of going to Celtic games week in, week out. They know the emotion of following Celtic. They know what it means to be a Celtic supporter. And at times like this, it's fucking good to just rub it in and enjoy the fucking music. Celtic fans all around the world will be celebrating today. And TalkSport said that Joe Hart cuts his emotional figure. He cut an emotional figure as he got sent off. Yes, Joe Hart went round and congratulated every single player and gave every single player a hug on his way off the pitch. There's probably a bit of bad news from the game today. There was an injury concern to Mr. Chocolate. Shouldn't really call him that, but Stephen Welsh will probably be known through his Celtic career as Mr. Chocolate. Stephen Welsh was injured today again, and hope it's not too bad for Welshie. And it was unlucky today, but he's not first team start. Let's face it, he's not a first team start. Then we go on to the national press in Scotland. The Scotsmen are reporting the news as, why is this the most wonderful of time of year, as Celtic Party has the ultimate gift for the champions. Yes, once again, the champions. Straight into the Champions League with a big fucking pot of cash and a bag of cans is into Europe. We go again. Ole, ole. And that is the big news coming out of the Scotsman this afternoon. Let me see if there's any more Celtic headlines kicking about. Oh, wait a minute. Philip Clement and Rangers injury update ahead of Celtic. What the fuck's that doing on the Celtic timeline? Get up, you fuckers. You drew. It's a sad day. Watch Joe Hart emotional farewell. Philip Clement doesn't like Rangers' situation but holds up hope for the final against Hampden. I was crying my eyes out. Joe Hart reveals why and when he told Celtic that he was retiring. It is the day we have all been waiting for the Celtic fans all around the world. Yes, yes, yes. We are champions, and there's no fucking listen. Right, let's just pause for a minute. On a serious note, some people might have tuned in and looked for a Tory type of You're not getting that on this shit, are you? Right, let's jump into the comment section. Let's jump into the comments, because this is the channel that all comes down to you. Yes, you, the subscriber. You that has clicked that little subscribe button. You that's decided to follow this channel over the last couple of seasons since we changed from the AI channel. You that has decided to make this part of your daily routine on Celtic media. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I sincerely mean that. I sincerely mean that I thank every single one of you, everyone that watches this video, these videos, this channel, every single person that subscribes to this channel. You have no idea the effect that you have on me personally. And I know that I get a lot of messages from people all around the world. I get a lot of messages on how this channel has affected them and how this channel makes them feel on a daily basis. And that makes me feel very, very humbling to know that you can have such an effect on fellow Celtic supporters all around the world. Jesus God, what a fucking day! Very humbling, very, very humbling to know that you can have such an effect on people just like yourself all around the world. And and it's amazing. Oh, God. I'm actually going to show you a picture. Yeah. This is a picture of me. And wait till I get the screen on so I could just make sure that I show this right. This is a picture of me abseiling into Celtic Park. Abseil into Paradise, the 10th of April 2011. There's a young me raising money for Celtic. Jesus, what a statement. Raising money for Celtic and the Celtic Foundation back in 2011. Abseil into Paradise. Fucking love that picture. Let's just get that on here. Absolutely love that picture. Yeah, let's just get it on right on. Yeah, it's a fucking young me. Anyway, let's get that over here. Wow. My God, what a day it's been. The emotion, the feelings, the love. I need to speed that up so I don't see myself on the telly. Anyway, right, let's get to the big moment of this video. Let's get to the big moment of this channel, and it's you, the people that comment on every single video. There are only 117,000. Fucking I wish. Only 117,000 people watching. Fuck me, I'd be rich. There's only 117 people watching. Oh, fucking love it. Absolutely no apologies. With this video, I have had a drink and I'm fucking celebrating Celtic. So make sure you sell ah, right. Anyway, pass it on. Rangers are dead and Celtic are brilliant. First up was Boy 67 currently at work on the rooftop as the madness unfolds in Glasgow. Paul Baird says, hail, hail. Celts 88 says, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry about a thing. Cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Cause everything's gonna be alright. Yes, Celtic. Celtic. Don't worry, be happy, says Celtics 1888. Mark Davis says, hi, guys. Joseph, big commenter. Thank Joseph. This is a special one for you. Thank you, mate, for all your comments throughout the year. I know I don't read all your comments out, and I know that you are one of the most fantastic people that comment on this channel. So thank you. Seriously, thank you, mate, for all the commenting that you do on the channel throughout the year. Celts88 says, haha, brilliant, Baz. Cineres coming out from North London. Massive support of the channel. Pork chops. Also, Paul Baird. Rangers are coming. Can't see them yet, but they say they're coming. Brilliant, it says from Sutton. Says Chris Boy. And let's jump through some of them. Colin Stewart says, come on, you boys in green. Liam Miles, another fantastic supporter of this channel. Jojo, Super Joe Hart. Paul Baird says, 8 points clear. Easy champions again. Are we 8 points clear? I've not even noticed. Are we 8 points clear? Now, wait a minute. Because if we are, my prediction is. Wait a minute. I said, if you remember, and I was slated for this, that Celtic would finish 7 points clear at the top of the table. And it's just been brought to my attention that Celtic are now 8 points clear on the final day of the season. So a big thank you, um, big thank you. Fucking, they've just moved. We did it. We did it. Fucking. Let's have a bit gracious. Party tonight and then smash them next week, says Boy67. GT Boy67 says, let the summer banter commence. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel because this channel will not stop all summer. Paul Baird says, we win the league, we fly the flag, hail, hail. And Christopher says, hail, hail, boys and girls. Sorry if I get. Julie Turner, hail, hail, Baz. What a day it's been. I'm over the moon for the boys. We are all over the moon. And this video is just going out to the people that are all around the world that want to get some Celtic content. Santa for Celtic. What a cross from Ralston. Because he booed Santa in December. To Doc, who cares? Do you know what I mean? Santa was brought back out to get the cheers and the love for the Celtic fans. And then the song. Snow is falling all around us. Children playing, having fun. It's a season of love and understanding. Merry Christmas, fuck the Huns. Reeled out among Celtic Park. The Farts scored 3 into the Merchants. Coronavirus, if you haven't watched the video that I put up actually of down at Guardamar Celtic Supporters Club, I met a couple of guys from Bolton who were Bolton fans and were also, they pronounced themselves, they were proud Catholics. They weren't Celtic fans, but they were Bolton fans, but they loved everything about Celtic. Watch that video because there's a funny, really fucking funny part in that video. Slaven says it's all about the Champions League, lads. Retaining and improving is essential. Doc says because the team were not playing good in December. Yeah, the team weren't playing good in December. Paul Bear says Ange can't wait to get out of Spurs. Absolutely fantastic. Brendan realised how massive the club Celtic is. Stephen Kelly. Brendan knew how big Celtic was. Not was or is. Brendan knows how big Celtic are. Brendan was taken aback, and if you listen to the comments from Brendan Rodgers, and if you look at the body language from Callum McGregor when talking about Brendan Rodgers had unfinished business at Celtic Park. Let's not go down the road of what happened in the past. This is all about the future. Ange Ball is behind us. The team that Ange left us will be behind us. This is a new dawn. It is a new day. And we are champions again. Ole, oh fucking lay. And anyway, Julie Turner says Santa won't bring you a present in December. You know you're good or bad. Brendan realised how massive Celtic are. Yeah, a lot of people going down that road. Merry Christmas, Julie. Let's jump forward to comment. I apologise if I haven't read your comments. I sincerely apologise. Stuart Ramsey says this channel is magic. Baz, thank you, Stuart, Lorna, and there's lots of people. There's far too many people. You all know who you are. You all know who you are. You're the ones that comment on every single video and every single live, and you're one that are part of this journey. This is not a Celtic channel where it is all about me. It's not all about me. This is all about us and the bigger, wider Celtic family around the world. There's a lot of competition out there for Celtic media. This channel, and I mean, I'll just go into the stats just now. This channel does extremely bloody well when it comes to Celtic media across the internet. When I just go into the studio, over the last 28 days, there have been over 5. Now, if you think about this in perspective, let's put this in perspective. Celtic channel on their own on YouTube, the official Celtic FC channel, does around about 800,000 views a month. In the last 28 days, this channel, the One Celtic Fans View, and this is a massive, massive thank you to every person that watches this channel, has done over 569,000 views, over 500,000 views in the last 28 days. It has done over 31,000 hours in watch time. It's had over 654 subscribers, and it does fantastically well for a little small channel that supports a little small team in Scotland. I thank you, every single person that watches, and I say it again and again. I am so lucky to do this. So lucky, because there's many people that follow Celtic, and that a lot, and I still know to this day, a lot of people that spend a lot of money week in, week out, following Celtic, going to games home and away, paying their bus money, paying their season ticket money, paying tickets for away games, paying tickets for European away games, paying tickets for the Champions League, and it costs them a fortune. Do you know what I mean? And I'm privileged to have so many people that watch this channel, and I mean that so fucking much. Anyway, let's get back to what it's all about. This channel, and it is called the One Celtic Fans View, because Celtic is not about one person. You know, it is about family, and it is all about people that are far flung around the world, not just in Scotland, not just in Glasgow, not just back home in the Kingdom of Fife, not just up in Aberdeen with the Emerald, the Grampian bus, the Bolton boys, the 313 bus from Liverpool, the Hamilton bus, which is a fucking fantastic bus, the Govan Emerald bus. There's so many buses that I could mention that go to games on a weekly basis. But this channel is to give a shout out to the people all around the world. And I know there's a lot of other channels trying to do similar, but this is called the One Celtic Fans View, and it is all about getting your view over the individual person, yes, you that's watching this video right now, speaking to you, and it is all about you getting your voice over. So make sure that you comment and make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because we are just in it together. Anyway, Stephen Kelly says, we are one family, mate. Wisham Man says, we go for 4 in a row. And Kay says, the best Celtic podcast for all vids, Baz from County Waterford. I get embarrassed when people say that, but anyway, thank you for the comment. Pork Chop is expressed. God bless you, Baz, for all yours. Here we go. Baz, you're amazing. Love this channel, says Julie Turner. You just have no idea the effect that this channel has on me personally. You've got to thank the zombies too, Baz. They seem to be your biggest fans on here. You know what? The funny thing is earlier in this season, I decided, without telling anyone, I decided to unblock all the zombies. I unblocked every single zombie that I'd blocked over the last 2 years. And it's funny because not one of them have decided to comment. It is funny. It is funny. Big man Michael Donald, it's come from Coatbridge. What a fantastic day in Coatbridge. Lanky says, just heading home. It's been wild. Stephen Kelly says, haircut 100. Fantastic day. Hail from Cork City. Kay says, you're welcome, Baz. The only real Celtic podcast. No journalist. Pish. Kay, you said it. And I don't want to knock other channels, and I won't. But I am not a journalist, and I'm not pretending to be a journalist. There are a lot of Celtic podcasts out there that are trying to be journalists and that want to have journalistic careers. Fair play to them. That is their career. But YouTube is a platform where the likes of a normal working class person can have a say. And it tends to be the type of place where the normal working class person can rise to the cream of the crop, rather than someone that is... there's plenty of room out there for every single Celtic podcast. There is every room out there, and Celtic probably has to be one of the teams that has more YouTube sites actually focused on Celtic than any other club. I don't think there's another club out there that has as many podcasts. and I think I'm kind of privileged that the fact that mine's has been a journey. I didn't set out for this to be this here. This was never an ambition, not at all. I was in the terraces. I was body. I was in there fighting with the fans. Was my journey, but it was only circumstances that brought around this. It's called an arena. It's fucking. It's a spare room. Oh, from small things, great things are born. The Celtic family around the world and the one Celtic fan's view. Anyway, what will be next on the occasion will be one Celtic fan's view events and stay and there'll be events like no other. But I think that will be the next step. I think that will be the next step. Anyway, let's get back. Lanky, I am Steamboats. Blame Celtic. Well, man, this will be a good one. Let's do this. To the Celtic fans all around the world, let's get ready. Celtic fans all around. No. Right, let's get back to some serious stuff before we get kicked off. Before we have to go to the pub. Baz, have you seen Chris Sutton's tiffle yet? Yes, I have. Right, let me get it back on the screen for people that didn't see it. And okay, we need to bring it live. There we go. Chris Sutton today brought the big man, Chris Boyd, into the game. Yes, Chris Boyd was not getting to miss out on the Celtic celebrations today. There was the man, Neil Lennon, and McFadden, who was a Motherwell player who everyone wished had sailed for Celtic. But the big man, Chris Sutton, today made sure that Carl, come and see this. This is absolutely hilarious. We missed this on the telly because we were too busy in the pub. The camera's on. But Chris Boyd was brought in as a cardboard cutout. Chris. Right, I'll put the video back on. Chris Boyd was brought to the game today so that he couldn't hide and he wasn't missing out on the celebrations. What an absolutely fantastic day. There's not many. The hilarity. Let's talk about the hilarity today. From Chris Boyd, the very first moment, from Chris Boyd being brought into the game. Absolutely fantastic by the one and only Chris Sutton. Sutton's impersonation of Boydie was absolutely fantastic. To Santa Claus being brought out at full time by Celtic was an absolute masterstroke by the club. And I mean that. And there's sometimes I will criticise the club where I think it is due. Over the years, I've probably criticised the Celtic media because I thought it should have been better than what it was. I think it's now getting up to its full potential. I think it could still do better. I'll be honest with that. I think that Celtic media can still go that little bit further and be better than what it is. And that's just a personal opinion. But I always want everything for Celtic to just be at the highest level. And that's probably the reason that I'm maybe a little bit critical. Today, Celtic pulled out Santa, which I thought was a fucking it was a hat in the bag moment, wasn't it? It was let's go into the bag and see what we pull out. And the response from the fans was absolutely amazing. The response from the fans was amazing. The response, because of the headlines at the time, Celtic fans boo Santa, what a bunch of cunts. Today was all about enjoying ourselves. Today was all about having fun. It was all about having fun. Baz, you've gave a massive shout out to Angie for all her work in the lounges. Yes, Angie, for all your hard work in the lounges at Celtic Park. Thank you. And I mean that to all the staff, because having been a ticket holder in the club Celtic Lounge, I know how hard that all the people, all the staff work in the Celtic lounges, and I mean that they work incredibly hard to make sure that the everything runs smooth. And to all the stewards and all the security guys, and a big shout out to John Paul Taylor, who does fantastic amount of work for Celtic and make sure that the fans are liaised with. And he takes a lot of shit, but he's a guy that I've kind of known. I haven't known personally as probably as well as what I could have, but we have known of each other for many years, and I've got to say, I miss Celtic Park. I miss it. Paul Baird says, let's see what the Scottish media have to say tomorrow. Julie Turner says, Kelly, maybe you want anybody good. Julie Turner says that. And let's finish it on that, because I think it's time now for every single one of us, including me, to go and enjoy the celebrations in private. It's been going on for 35 minutes. There's been only 669 people view this video, because everyone is viewing this content of what's actually happening in Glasgow just now and the fantastic scenes. This video is a big shout out to the Celtic fans all around the world, to a lot of people that don't have the opportunity to go to Celtic Park on a weekly basis, to a lot of people that watch Celtic from afar. This is a nod to you. Hail from Antarctica. Martin McKenna, there's fucking no chance of you in Antarctica. Seriously. Hail everyone that says Dundas. And party all week, everyone that says Paul Baird. You're getting the final comment, Paul, because you're a guy that has stuck with the channel from the very beginning. From a long time ago, from when we used to produce content and go into the games, to when we changed to an AI channel, because nobody really knew what was going on, to the way that the channel has progressed today. The channel has went absolutely fantastic over the last couple of seasons, and it is a massive, unbelievably humble, massive thank you to everyone. We're currently on 16,600 subscribers, which is unbelievable to where I think this channel has came from. Somebody's just unsubscribed. The channel is what it is. And on that note, there's millions and thousands of Celtics fans all around the world. To you that watches this video, thank you. To you that listens in the background as your other half watches this video, thank you. And on that note, have a fantastic day, Celtic fans all around the world.